everybody, and welcome to the fourth set of Hivemind 2 versus 412 at 412 milliliters. I don't know what else ML would stand for. I tried to find out in the IRC, nobody knew before I started commentating this. So I'm sorry, members of 412 ML, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Anyway, this is Badewell, and he is fighting for the win, and oopsTT is the Zerg, and he's fighting to keep the team alive, because unfortunately for 412, they were unable to field a 2v2 team, and they had to forfeit that. So just by default, Hivemind has a 2-0 advantage, or I'm sorry, a 2-1 advantage in this match, and we can see already that oopsTT is scouting in the right direction. But this is we're on Othello, by the way, and I don't feel the need to reveal it because it's such a recent map, 2008 Pro League, and it was in the Arena MSL and maybe the Incruid OSL or the Bacchus OSL or I think it was the Ever OSL, but it really doesn't matter. It was used a lot in 2008, so you guys are probably familiar with it, and so both players scouting in the right direction. And this is a pretty early scout. It's before even the barracks. The barracks is just starting. It's a really early scout. I don't know what that could be for, but it's always nice to have an early scout. But that seems unnecessarily early. And it looks to be a 12 hatch for oopsTT. And that's the way he's doing this. He brings out 2 drones just in case the SEU, or it works more against ProDoc, is trying to harass the site to make sure you can't put down, I don't know what that drone is doing, but harass the site and make sure you can't put down the hatchery in the right position. You bring out along a second drone to make sure that you can get it down, and then an 11 pool, 12 hatch 11 pool. But you put down you bring that second drone along to prevent being harassed, and then to scout. And meanwhile, what's going on up here? Not an early gas, and not a wall-in. I should point out, not a wall-in. Wait, whoa! A bunker's going down. He's gonna try to counter the 12 hatch with a bunker. If he had put that just a little bit he's not completed it. I guess it's like one thing away from completion. Maybe he's just faking this. Massive drones coming off the line to try to defend this. He could finish the bunker and get inside, or maybe he never had any intention of completing the bunker. I don't know. Now the bunker's being surrounded, and it's probably going to go down soon. I think that was a calculated risk by Badewell, just to get a little bit of an economic advantage, because of course those drones weren't mining for a while, but I think he would have been better off completing it. His Marine was almost there, and if he was repairing that, or his Marine, it turned around, but it was almost there, and I can't see that Overlord. He can't see it. Random drone in the middle of the map gonna go in for another scout, and it looks like, no, that's a 1 reaction to CC, but he knows he could have just put it there, and that scouting drone doesn't get in. That seems like a little bit of a late gas for a 2 hatchery build. With the amount of minerals he has, I expect to see a 3 hatchery build. He could try to pick up a 3rd gas with the 2nd hatchery, or he could, like, over here or in the main of the space, which is like around here in the black that I promised myself I would show left. And we're gonna see if it's early ling speed or lair that oopsTT is gonna go for. oopsTT is an awesome name. I've seen him on the IRC a couple of times, but I've never gotten a chance to converse with him very much. Badewell, I've never seen around. Maybe he's one of the lurkers of SSC2, but it looks like he's gonna, after he expands, he's gonna create a lot of barracks and a cat, and go for a big sunken bunk, a big medic Marine break. And he's researching stim already, and he's probably got medics starting. Excuse me, oopsTT is kind of lacking on the scouting information, in my opinion. he's gonna see this command center going down, but and second comsat station, or 2 comsat stations is gonna be. So Badewell's gonna have really good scouting information, and it is a 2-hatch layer. With all those minerals, duh. Wow. Wow, I know I messed up on the last game not seeing the 2 star gates, and I'm so sorry for that, guys, by the way. I'm especially sorry to oh, I already forgot, to Ocelot. I forgot how I was trying to pronounce that. To Ocelot and Knight of Me for messing that up for them. But anyway, that Overlord's going down, and there's fire bats alongside, so this is definitely there's only 1 fire bat, but definitely a sunken bus. There's 3 barracks. This one, it's really hard to macro off of barracks because everything builds so darn quickly. But wow, the 4 creep colonies going down, and I don't know if he got them down soon enough. These medic marines are getting there before they're even morphing into sunken colonies. The way to take down sunkens is to take them down to a 100 and then start focusing on the other one, and because a sunken colony, and the lings are trying to surround, but they don't even get any hits off. Only 2 sunken colonies managed to get up, and I don't know, what is he doing? Why is he turning around? He could have taken that out. All that remains is a single sunken and he's going back, and he thought there were more going down behind. That sunken colony is going to get taken down, and there's only like 6 lings left. This is looking terrible. A Hydra said lurkers probably was intended for lurkers, but just holding the natural expansion is going to be extremely difficult. Badewell going for a really unexpected build, and he's going to take down that hatchery without a question, without a problem, without a doubt, and he's just in great shape. He's up a base versus Zerg. Terran versus Zerg, you never see Terran up a base. There's a sunken colony, but only 1. I guess the medics were out of their healing powers, out of magic, out of, what are they called, energy points. And has Lurker, there's Hydralis, Lurker's just being started. So there could be a Lurker counterattack, maybe a Lurker drop. I don't see anything upgrading the left, but it's going to be so difficult. Losing that hatchery is just awful, but it's not like oopsTT's just going to GG, because he's fighting for his team's life. He's going for Lurkers. I think actually Mulos would have been a fine decision. There's an engineering bay, but nah, I guess Hydralis is just as fair. Really, Badewell's pretty well prepared for either scenario, which is a shame for oopsTT. He should take that hatchery as soon as he can. You don't want to stay on one base for very long, and he's building a spire, so he's gonna try to just like oh, what was it? I commentated a pro game Product versus Zerg, in which, or no, that was a Terran